never made it, but I know what it takes. I'm motivated by a mix of emotion. Got my statement, and I'm reading it slow so I can understand it fully. Appreciate my standing, go out of this world and right on time. Oh, never in my life have I seen the sky light up like this. I'm far away from Earth and I wanna know if you exist. Mission control, do you read me? Send me my coordinates lately. Mission control, am I drifting? Tie me to someone who will love me, yeah. Wait, I think I'll last a bit longer. Find another.
Welcome everyone. Welcome everyone. Welcome everyone to another Ref Brandon and the Todd family YouTube video. Wherever you are, whatever you may be doing, thank you so much for making Ref Brandon and the Todd family a part of your day. We always greatly appreciate it. Don't forget, tomorrow, it's a Wednesday, so it'll be another weekly top 10 countdown. But today, we're going to be talking about Impact Slammiversary, which took place this past Sunday night in Nashville, Tennessee. And I know I mentioned last week when I was previewing the show that Slammiversary is the WrestleMania for Impact, and it always has been. And this year, even more so, since it was the 20-year anniversary. So coming up here in a minute, I'm going to tell you just some of the people that made an appearance this past Sunday night. Not everybody, but some. But first, let's talk about the matches real quick. They were all excellent. 9 matches altogether, as I mentioned last week. 2 on the pre-show, 7 on the main card. Rich Swann beat Brian Myers for the Digital Media Championship, and Shark Boy won the Reverse Battle Royal, which the Reverse Battle Royal match in itself is a throwback to the old TNA days, because they had a Reverse Battle Royal years and years and years ago. And I know that name sounds funny, but it's just like it sounds. A regular Battle Royal, you start inside the ring and you throw guys over the top rope to the outside. Well, in a Reverse Battle Royal, everybody starts outside the ring and you try to get inside the ring. And then when it comes down to the final 2, it's a one-on-one match. And Shark Boy won by pinning Johnny Swinger, who, of course, if you follow the channel, you may know that Johnny Swinger actually came to a show for SWA Wrestling back in 2019. So it came down to Shark Boy and Johnny Swinger. And if you want to see a throwback match with a lot of throwback TNA wrestlers, just go back and watch that match, because the Reverse Battle Royal, for the most part, was just original TNA guys from back in the day. And then the main card kicked off with the Ultimate X match for the X Division Championship. Speedball Mike Bailey won that match. He is the new X Division champion. And then we had Rosemary and Taya Valkyrie defeating Madison Rain and Tennille Dashwood to become the new Impact Knockouts Tag Team Champions. Sami Callihan beat Moose in a Monsters Ball match. The Good Brothers beat the Briscoe Brothers to become the new Impact World Tag Team Champions. And then in the match that pitted 5 Impact Originals against Team Honor No More, the Impact Originals won that match. In order to qualify for that match as an Impact Original, you have to be either a former World Champion or a former World Tag Team Champion. They had announced Alex Shelley, Chris Sabin, Kazarian, and Nick Aldis before the show. And then on Sunday night, when it came time for the match, they announced that Davey Richards was the 5th and final participant for Team Impact Originals, and they defeated Team Honor No More. And in case you do not know this, Team Honor No More has a wrestler named Vincent who looks exactly like Rob Zombie. So picture Rob Zombie wrestling and you see Vincent. He could be Rob Zombie's brother. And then Jordan Grace defeated 4 other knockouts in the Queen of the Mountain match to become the new Impact Knockout champion. And I'm not going to explain a Queen of the Mountain match to you, but if you've seen a King of the Mountain match, it's the same thing except for it's the ladies, because the rules of the match makes it sound very convoluted, but when you watch it, it's actually not that convoluted. And then the main event saw Josh Alexander defeat Eric Young to retain the Impact World Championship. And then just a few of the guys who made either cameo appearances on a video recording or were there live. We have AJ Styles, Scott Hudson. Now, of course, if you're a longtime wrestling fan, you know that Scott Hudson was back around in the late days of WCW, but he was also in the early days of TNA. He made an appearance. And then we had Sting and Goldilocks, who was actually the very first backstage interviewer for TNA 20 years ago. America's Most Wanted, which of course is James Storm and Chris Harris, they made an appearance. And then we had James Mitchell and Dixie Carter, Kurt Angle, and then Tracy Brooks also made a appearance. And in case you do not know, Tracy Brooks is actually the wife of Kazarian. Earl Hebner also made an appearance. His son, Brian Hebner, who was also a referee, announced that Sunday night at Slammiversary was his final night of being a referee. He has called it a career after 23 years of being a referee. Says he's ready to spend time with his kids and be a father because time goes by too fast, and he has 3 teenagers that he never gets to see. And of course, last week, Earl's brother Dave, who was also a referee, passed away. So a very busy week in the Hebner family. Any thoughts on Impact Slammiversary? Please feel free to let me know. Let's go ahead and get our dad joke of the day in here. I know a bunch of good jokes about umbrellas, but they usually go over people's heads. And that wraps it up for today's Ref Brandon and the Todd Family YouTube video. Until next time, it's Ref Brandon saying, just like in pro wrestling, life can be over by the count of 3. Tell your friends and family how much you love them. Bye.